good. Okay. Okay. Alright. Thing looks good. Broadcast looks clear. And well, our next stop, Disney Castle. Oh, right. Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2.
This is your castle. Must be nice to be home, huh? Well?
You know, something just don't feel quite right.
Yeah. Move it! Let's go! Queen Minnie needs to see you! The castle's in danger! Hurry, to the library!
Well, that doesn't sound good. Do an excellent rendition of the Mickey Mouse March. Welcome to Disney Castle.
Yeah.
And can't reach that. Well, that makes me wonder, did Walt exist in the Kingdom Hearts universe? Well, whether he did or didn't, I love this battle music. And this will play until we reach the library.
Let's go!
This is also another good place to summon Chicken Little. If only to raise your summon gauge a little bit more.
Hold it!
Now those bomb-headed Heartless are new. They'll light themselves up, but they'll also light up if you hit them with fire or thunder. At least I think thunder sets them off, or maybe Donald just gets too fire happy. Alright, let's test it. Nope, thunder does not set them off, just fire. Right? So for now, focus on cutting up the Heartless and grab everything in the courtyard, because, well, you're not going to get a chance later in your visit, and I like to keep backtracking to a minimum. Can't jump that high yet, so gotta jump from this hedge to that one. Got the puzzle piece, and start killing more Heartless. Using the dodge roll reaction command will cause them to miss their explosion. That's FPS mode. I mean, I used it on Pete last time, but yeah. It's not all that useful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, last time, by defeating the Hydra, we got our hands on Thunder Magic. Which, in my opinion, is the most useful offensive magic in the game. Thankfully, there's another way up. If your MP is low like this, always use it on Cure. Just to top off your health. Should be most, if not all, of the Heartless in this area. So before we move on, let's see. Star Recipe, Blazing Stone. And we have some new puzzle pieces to put in place. There, and that goes there. Just 3 more pieces, and that's 2 puzzles out of the way. The other part of Duality. Guess Donald and Goofy do go up there. Either that or these go down here. Yeah, that was... Can't spend all day on these. Colonnade. This place is full of shadows. You can fight them all if you want, and I'd like to fight through at least a bunch of them. But you'll never actually clear the hallway. This is also where fire comes in real handy. It's also a good place to get a few dark shards. And if you haven't leveled Valor Form to level 3 yet, this is also a good place to use it. Or if the shadows just manage to overwhelm you on critical mode or something. Alright. Made it to the library, but before we talk to Minnie... Ooh! Torn pages! Pooh! But first, talk to the Moogle, hand over the recipes. check to see if we can make anything, see what they've got new. The Dark Anklet and the Divine Bandana. I'll get the anklet. And before we talk to Minnie, we're gonna go see Pooh.
Say, what's wrong, Sonny?
Hello, Gopher.
Oh, I was just thinking and wondering.
You should be skedaddling out of here.
Why?
Why? Because it's Wednesday, of course.
No, it's Friday.
Wednesday? Oh, well then, happy Wednesday. Now, I think I shall wish everyone a happy Wednesday. No bother. Let's see now. Who is everyone?
Ouch! Wonder if Pooh's here.
What sort of crazy windstorms do they have in the 100 Acre Wood?
Piglet!
Zora! Help, please!
Hold on, little guy!
First things first, let's grab everything around here. A defense boost. A piece of the daylight puzzle. And an AP boost. And that piece goes over here-ish. Might as well run through these. Alright, now, rescue Piglet. Oh dear. Our goal, save Piglet. But make sure Pooh's still hanging on. When you see one of those tornadoes, get into and press triangle in order to make it pull in everything around it and get you a bunch of points. The key is to draw in the most things, get the most points, and get hit as little as possible. And of course, save Piglet within the time limit. The 100-acre wood has some serious weather. If you want to get the high score on this minigame, come back with a bigger keyblade. Red Piglet should be floating along any second. There he is.
Jump down, Piglet. I'll catch you.
Oh, dear.
You can do it, Piglet. You just have to be brave.
Sora.
Like in Pooh's Grand Adventure.
All right, Sora. I'll try.
Aw.
Oh, that was rather frightening. I do hope you're all right, Piglet.
Oh, Boo, you remembered my name? You really, truly remembered?
Of course, Piglet. But today, I think I shall call you my friend Piglet, who is very brave.
Me? Very brave? No, but it's easy to be brave when I have a wonderful friend like you, Pooh Bear.
I'm happy for you guys.
Oh, and thank you for rescuing my friend Piglet, somebody I don't know.
Oh, sure. Don't mention it.
The Pooh Bear storyline is, well, it's rather feel-good, but at the same time, it can get down on you. Sometimes. Anyway, that's 2 bits of the 100-acre wood down. Just checking on something. Alright, back to the castle we go. Thankfully, we can warp right into the library. Talk to Minnie.
Your Majesty, Queen Minnie, we're back. You're here.
Your Royal Highness, did you happen to summon us?
Yes.
Where's the king?
Excuse him. This is our friend Sora. Sora! The king told me all about you in his letters. He said you're a very brave young man.
So, do you know where he is?
Your Majesty, what your Heartless doing in your castle? Oh my, so those are the Heartless.
Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
I know I can count on you, Sora. Now there's something I'd like all of you to come and see. Would you please escort me to the audience chamber?
What?
I forgot to warn everyone else in the castle about the danger. We must be sure they're hidden somewhere safe.
Okay, we'll go tell them.
No, castle!
We just gotta split up, Donald.
I'll make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
No, Sora, you just get lost.
Okay, then I'll stay with the queen.
Good.
Alrighty then, see you later.
The audience chamber, right, ma'am?
Yes, Sora. Let's be on our way.
And thankfully, that's right down the hall. Alright. Time for probably one of the best escort missions in gaming.
Let's go.
Minnie can take quite a bit of damage. Calling her towards you is as simple as using a reaction command.
This way.
And with a special reaction command you can do while she's close by, you can basically clear all enemies out of your path. Not to mention she has that light ball attack.
This way. This way. Let's
Add
go.
that with the fact that Minnie can take quite a bit of damage before going down. Not to mention you don't fight exactly a bunch of strong Heartless.
Let's go.
And taking a second to use her Faith attack means that she's invincible for its duration.
Let's go. This way. This way. Let's go.
The only thing that keeps this from being an utter cakewalk on critical mode or something is
Let's go.
that it takes Minnie a few seconds in between each flare use. I mean, Faith.
Just one moment. As soon as the trouble started, I made sure to seal this room. Now then, shall we? Not here too!
I got him.
It's nothing but bolt towers here. And they have a shockwave.
This way.
Now, if Minnie took any damage in the previous segment, her damage meter will reset, I believe.
This way.
Just lead her down the carpet, making sure to use Faith whenever you can. It'll clear away any bolt towers that are deciding to get a little too close. If you see one begin to attack, don't be shy about using Faith for invincibility frames.
Let's go. This way.
If Minnie's starting to shoot an energy attack out, though,
This
that,
way. Let's go.
then let her get it off before you use Faith.
This way.
That'll allow Minnie to do some extra damage that might result in the bolt towers being killed instead
This way.
of just blown back. And don't
This
bother
way.
going after the prizes, they're really not worth it. Since you
Let's
can't
go.
drive while escorting Minnie at all.
This way.
And there's...
Let's go.
you can't drive or summon when escorting Minnie.
This way.
And you can get money other ways.
This way. Let's go.
Sora gets an accessory slot and the auto summon ability. And we are ready
Come on, give me a break.
to begin the world within a world.
Huh?
My eyes!
Whoa.
The room below is called the Hall of the Cornerstone. Our castle has always been safe from worlds that are evil, thanks to the Cornerstone of Light, which we keep down there.
The cornerstone of light?
Wow, too bad there aren't more of those. Though, Actually, the Cornerstone of Light could be the heart of Disney
This
Castle.
is the castle's cherished cornerstone. Oh, but look. The thorns. They must be the work of someone very evil. I wonder what this could mean.
Huh?
Magnificent!
No way.
Well, well, well. What have we here?
Someone
if
who
it isn't
can't
the
stay
wretched
dead.
Keyblade holder and his pitiful lackeys.
Now you're gonna deal with me!
All
Donald,
in good
I don't think
time.
she's fit.
I promise you'll be able to partake of my vengeance, but you must be patient.
Just what are you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen Minnie. Radiant as always. I'm here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll just have to fill every room with my personal touch of darkness.
You'd better stop right now if you know what's good for you.
Ooh, how frightening. Very well, I'll stop. Just as soon as the castle belongs to me.
What a hag.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked through all the records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh! Huh? We should go ask somebody who knows lots of stuff that ain't in any book.
Merlin the Wizard! Yes, that's perfect.
Since
Merlin just
since
might know
Yensid is
something
unavailable.
about this mess. Let's ask his advice.
We saw him in Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah, let's go.
And this is why I went to the Undertaker Wood earlier. Because here it's an unavoidable
Anybody
cutscene.
home?
Merlin!
The castle's in danger.
What is all that racket? Oh, I thought. Oh, it's you. It looks like you've learned a bit since the last time I saw you.
Really?
Wait a minute! Let's talk about the problem. It's Maleficent. She's back.
Where? Inside the castle?
Yup, and Heartless too.
Oh dear.
Maleficent wants to send over the whole castle and own it. She filled the whole cornerstone with tiny bears and she's gonna fill it with darkness.
I don't understand a word he said.
There's hardness in every part of the castle. The queen is in danger. What?
Perhaps I'd better just see for myself. Interesting.
What's happening, Merlin?
This is not good. In fact, I'm afraid it's quite serious.
What's that?
My boy, that is a gateway to a special world. Someone in that world is responsible for what's going on in this castle. Of that, I'm certain.
Oh, boy.
We knew we could count on you, Merlin.
Then we should go get him.
Wait a moment. The perpetrators must be stopped, of course, but there's something else to do first. Somewhere in that world, there should be another door that's identical to this one. I believe our enemies are utilizing that door. As long as it remains open, the castle will be in grave danger. Listen carefully, Sora. You must find that door, and when you do, lock it with your Keyblade.
Got it.
You'll get down on us.
Shouldn't be
And
hard.
now, one more thing. You're heading into a very special world. While you're there, the nature of that world may tempt you to do something dark. You must resist that temptation at all costs.
What do you mean?
You'll know soon enough. I have faith in you, my lads.
Well, that's a very strange message. Anyway, onward. Oh, I love this world.
Hey, look! There's the cornerstone of light.
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Deja vu?
Really? Have you been here before?
Hey, you! Seen any bad guys around here? Why, you oughta... Nah, I don't have time to waste on punks like you, so I guess I'll go easy on ya.
Well, there's our villain.
I love Timeless River. For one thing, they render Donald and Goofy to look similar to their classic cartoon forms, though obviously not perfect. And Sora gets drawn in an old-timey anime style, because, well, he's not a classic Disney character, so it makes sense he wouldn't have a drawing in that form. Every sound in this world is even made to, well, sound like it's part of an older cartoon. Except the Moogles. Let's see. Hold a tourmaline and a gold ring. I need to get Goofy some armor soon. This is also the first time we see Clarabelle Cow and Clara Cluck in a long time. In fact, I think this is Clara's only appearance since House of Mouse, maybe. Unless she appeared in some of those recent Mickey Mouse shorts. Yeah, she was probably in a few of those. Timeless River is also unique in that you cannot jump to the world map screen. You'll have to exit it back to Disney Castle if you want to go back to the world map. Head down to the pier. And grab most of the stuff before you go facing off with Pete. Now that piece on top of the tree. We can't reach it under our own power yet. There's a chance we can grab it during the fight, but if not, we'll just have to come back here later with Master Form. Or at least its movement ability.
With you squirts? You got some kind of bone to pick with me?
More than one.
Them's fighting words. Huh?
Not so fast.
What's that for?
Alright, classic Pete. He's kind of a joke. Ow. About face! go.
What you mugs beef with me anyway? Who are you? You new around here?
Cut the act.
Whoa!
You know, something doesn't seem quite right here. Are you sure you're Pete?
Well, of course I'm Pete. I'm the captain of the steamboat, so stop bothering me, see? So hit the road. I gotta go find the little runt what stole my boat.
Gorge, maybe we made a mistake.
I'm starting to think the same thing. He hasn't even called any Heartless.
Sorry we attacked you like that, Captain Pete.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're really sorry, then go find my steamboat.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my hickin' back.
Sorry, man. And now we get the world name. Welcome to Timeless River, I guess. And opening that causes these 4 challenges to appear. Oh, wait.
Hey,
Right.
look!
This is a
There's
flashback.
the cornerstone of light.
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Deja vu?
It's me.
Really? Have you been here before?
Sorry, Donald doesn't play twice. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do the fire one first.
Fire!
Gee, he seems kind of different somehow.
Come on, we've got to help him.
Now this scene is the hardest of the 4. Defeat all of the Heartless while protecting the boat. If that mayhem meter fills up entirely, then game over. Hey, Arpeggio. And yeah, I hate hot rods. Ow. Without Reflect, it's really hard to block them properly. And there's nothing to stop them just spamming their invincible mode. That's why I call this one the hardest of the bunch. Hey, Paragon. No, it's no problem. All you really missed was a bunch of cutscenes and one Pooh Bear segment. And the mini escort mission. I think these hot rods are the last Heartless. Just need to defeat them. Mayhem meter fills. No, don't go invincible! I hate that segment. Gonna skip that cutscene. Sometimes the mayhem meter fills up all the way on the spot, and other times it doesn't. Possibly. Though Cuphead was just inspired by this style of cartoon in general, but mostly the Fleischer kind. Speaking of Cuphead, I am so glad it's coming to Nintendo Switch. Yeah, see that? They can break out of a combo completely arbitrarily. Keep them in the air if you can. Makes them much easier to deal with. Fuck off. Gonna kill the fireballs. Then I gotta kill you. Zap. Woohoo! I think each of these episodes is based on a actual Mickey Mouse cartoon, but I could be wrong about that.
Well, that takes care of that. Hey!
You absolute idiot. You've managed to fail at everything. And what's more, you foolishly thought you could take my place while I was away. Well, as of now, you're finished. Mark my words, there'll be no place for you when our time comes. Useless imbecile.
But I...
Working with Maleficent can't be easy. Anyway.
Come on, he needs our help.
Now here, your basic goal is to kill all the Heartless before the black hole sucks up all the furniture. If you attack the black hole, it'll stop sucking in all the furniture for a little bit. But there's no hot rods in this one, and there aren't that many Heartless either, so that one will go by quick. Win or lose.
Huh?
Oh, for crying out loud. She didn't have to go and say that. Okay, I might have messed up every now and then, but I'm a lot more things than useless. Why, when I was starting out... Oh, I miss those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back in time. What I wouldn't give. Huh? Hey, I think that's my...
We'll check it out after we do these last two.
The town shrunk. Or do you think maybe we got bigger? Hey, look at the toy cannons.
I don't think they're toys, Sora.
What's he saying? Hey,
Plain
they're
Heartless. I wonder if this is like the Heartless choice in the small town that could represent being high up. I wonder if this is a reference to Plain Crazy, one of Mickey's early shorts. Of course, I don't remember there being any cannons in Plain Crazy. Then again, I haven't seen it in a while. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it before. But those hammer-headed Heartless are the main offenders here. You need to stop them from destroying the town. Bam.
Thunder!
What the heck? There we go.
Man, that was weird. Look, Sora, over there.
Fascinating. This appears to be a portal to the past.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing.
Stop gawking! And start thinking of a way we can use it to our advantage.
Okay?
Now, perhaps I could give you one more chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can count on me. So what do I do?
Patience, my dear. What have we here? Well, if it isn't the cornerstone of light. Now we can take the castle from those fools, but we'll have to proceed with the utmost of care.
I suppose Pete doing shenanigans in the past here in Timeless River I guess it must be slowly affecting time in the future. Sora. I can think of a lot of people who'd want to change the future. Anyway, on to our last one.
What are they building? Look out! Thanks, Your Majesty. Now, let's get those Heartless.
Basically, your goal here is to prevent the Heartless from attacking as much as possible.
Take this. This is it.
You get bounced high into the air, use Air Slash to bounce the Heartless up. And basically get rid of a whole bunch of them.
Freeze. Take this. Yeah.
Boom.
How do you like that? Hey, look!
Listen well. On the other side of this portal, they're about to begin construction on that wretched castle. But until then, their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all of its power still contained.
The cornerstone of light?
Yes. That cursed sphere is the very thing that prevents us from entering the castle.
Oh.
You know what must be done? Go then. Time to prove your worth. And don't dare to fail me again.
Don't fail her again. Let's see. That's it! I just gotta smash that cornerstone to smithereens! But first, I gotta go get my old vote back.
It was Pete after all.
Still, something doesn't seem right.
The Pete we met here had kind of an attitude, but he didn't seem like a bad guy.
What I don't get is how he didn't transform into another classic Pete.
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know. Oh no! The cornerstone's gone!
They're gonna fill the castle with darkness. We gotta hurry.
Hey, hold it right there.
No way, Small Fry. I finally found the pipsqueak what stole my ski boat. Right, me. No, it wasn't me. I'm just somebody who looks like me.
Oh, which is it?
Right. Oh yeah. This is Horace. And he's not seen very much nowadays either.
Wait! Shut up! Your future's on the line, Valley, so back off and give me the boat!
After him!
I kinda wish we could have seen that fight go on longer. Anyway, mini-boss.
You bugs could follow me if you wanted to. Later, losers!
Now even on critical mode, this fight is a cakewalk.
Later, losers!
Use Juggle Parry and then overhead to bonk Pete on the head with the stuff he throws at you.
Later, losers! I can't take anymore.
Then, after about 5 or so, run down to the end, grab onto the hook, and start beating on the cage. When the game tells you to hang on, do so, and you can keep beating on the box. Meanwhile, the steamboat will slowly make its way backwards. The game will force you off once it reaches the end of the line, so do as much damage as you can before that happens. If you lose your grip, you don't have to start over immediately. The hook will eventually swing back out, but the game will throw Heartless at you to distract you. Like that. Unfortunately, I think I lost my chance to one... Yeah, I just lost my chance to one cycle this boss. Make sure you're locked on to Pete when you knock his stuff back at him. Boom. Sora gets dodge slash, and Donald gets his first limit, Fantasia. Or Fantasia.
Yes.
You'll pay for this?
Donald, we'll come back for it later.
Pete's heading for the doorway.
But before we go after him, let's grab everything down here. And it's boss time. Two Petes are still squabbling.
No! You're still wet behind the ears.
Then try us.
Whoa!
And we actually get Classic Pete on our side. Though he's not going to be much help.
What's that for?
In fact, I don't think Modern Pete even targets him. This is Donald's Comet limit. Now I get it. When Pete has his shield up, he heals from getting hit. Or he just heals a little bit anyway. He'll do this every now and then, and that'll cause little obstacles to appear based on the different scenes. If Classic Pete starts running around real fast-like and you have to use About Face on him, you can direct him into the main Pete and stun him. And Pete does a little bowling ball move.
What's that?
Ow.
Take this.
How's about a change?
And for Pete's final phase, we end up on this thing.
It's over. It's over. Take this.
What's that
Yeah. Back off.
Sora gets Reflect, Goofy gets Goofy Tornado, and both Sora and Donald get some more HP.
It serves you right. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, and stay out.
Yeah, I know.
Probably should have run farther first, Pete. Because you're not coming back.
Would somebody tell me what's been going on here? Who was that creep anyways?
Hello? That creep was you from the future.
Sora, that's a secret.
Secret? What kind of secret? Oh, never mind. Sorry I put you guys through all that trouble.
Oh,
And to show you my appreciation, I'll let you pilot my steamboat. Best little craft on the river. My deckhand Mickey's late anyways.
He's not late, he's slacking. We get the monochrome Keyblade.
I'll bet you the castle's safe now. Guess we should head back. Donald!
Well, the walls aren't pitch black anymore. There we
Thorns
go.
have disappeared.
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission.
Hooray! Let's have an acorn feast to celebrate. Welcome back. Because of your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for all you've done. Good work, you guys!
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not. Daisy! Daisy, I'm back!
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
But Daisy,
I know it's an important mission, but you could at least check in every once in a while.
I mean, you have a communicator on that gummy ship.
Donald?
Just be a minute.
Going somewhere?
Of course not.
Donald!
Oh, look.
Let's open the way forward.
Daisy, we need Donald for just a little longer.
How much longer?
However long it takes me to finish this game.
I'll be back soon, Daisy.
Don't you worry, Queen Minnie. We'll return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will.
See you soon.
Think wisely.
And we gain our second drive form, Wisdom form. It's a form specializing in magic. And with that, we get 2 new gateways. And something at the Colosseum, but we're not going to worry about that yet. Our 2 choices are Port Royal and Atlantica. Much as I don't want to, we're going to Atlantica first.
Let's go!
Not much to talk about the gummy route other than that it's very bright. Much more vibrant than most gummy ship routes. Maybe that's a sign that this world isn't being invaded by the Heartless and all that. Because it's not, is it?
Watch out!
There we go.
Piece of cake.
Now, Atlantica is a very different world, if you didn't already know that. Because, well, there's no fighting in it. You'll see what I mean.
Oh, the night sky is so beautiful right after a storm. What would I give to live where you are?
Not
What would
quite
I
the
pay
same stakes
to
as they were in the
stay
movie.
here beside you? What would I do to see you smiling at me? Where would we walk? Where would we run if we could stay all day in the sun? Just you and me, and I could be part of your world.
So did Eric get a glimpse of her in this version?
A girl rescued me. Her voice.
Alright, Atlantica. Often considered by many to be the low point of Kingdom Hearts 2. But if you want to get the maximum Blizzard spell and get all the Orichalcum Plus that you need for the Ultima weapon, you need to finish this world.
Sora! Donald! Goofy!
Ding.
Hi there.
Forget how to swim already?
Kinda, I guess.
Then you boys got to practice. You follow Flounder. He'll show you what to do.
Come on, Sora! You can do it!
Horizontal movement with the left stick, vertical with the right stick. But it doesn't really matter, because there's only 2 rooms in Atlantica. And first things first, puzzle piece. And this little rehearsal will show us the gameplay of Atlantica. It's a rhythm game. And I got nothing wrong, and I got no problem with rhythm games. But you'll see what I mean when we get to an actual song. Because despite The Little Mermaid having quite a number of songs it could have used, they came up with a few original ones, and, well, the original ones aren't very good. The renditions of the song from the movie, those are fine. As well as one of the original ones. But there's more original songs than there are songs from the movie in this, and yeah, the Ursula one isn't bad, and of course it has Under the Sea and Part of Your World. But the first and last ones, not all that great. Oh, and you can't pause any of them. If you pause, you gotta start the song over. Before we continue, I want to equip Sora with his new Keyblade. And goodbye fire, hello reflect. Alright, we'll give this one a try. Swim this way. In my opinion, this is the worst of them. As long as you have at least one note, in other words, got at least one excellent before the song is over, boom. Just don't miss any, and you should be golden. Here we go.
Swing this way, we'll dance and we'll play. It's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a feet. Let the music move you, you can do it!
Don't be shy, let the music inside and dance, dance, dance.
See, you can do it!
Swing this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a feet.
Watch the stage now, how exciting!
See the sign, can you reach it in time and tap, tap, tap.
Also, if you mess up, then Sora and Nico will mess up on the screen, so it's a nice way of integrating the gameplay, I guess.
It's all the same if you got steady aim, just zap, zap, zap.
Like if I missed that prompt, Sora wouldn't have lit up the
There, you got the rhythm now!
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a feet. Now it's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a feet.
I mean,
now what about
Ariel's got a good singing voice actor because she's Ariel. But Haley Joel Osment, I don't think he's all that good a singer.
On to the next one!
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a feet.
Drum solo, here's the sign, give him the cue!
Count him in so we'll know to begin to drum, drum, drum.
Now the cues are up to you!
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a feet.
Here's your big moment, make them cheer!
Don't dilly-dally, it's your big finale. Sha-la-la.
You made quite a splash! That was fantastic!
Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a feet. Swim along, just join in the song. A musical for everyone to have a lot of finny fun.
Well, that was the thing.
Sora, you were amazing.
Hey, I want to see more lines.
I don't think that's a good idea. Hello there, Your Highness.
Your Majesty, we have visitors.
King Triton.
I certainly hope there hasn't been a need to use that Keyblade of yours.
Nope, everything's fine. Not a Heartless in sight.
Your Majesty, our guests, they want to sing in the musical.
Well, that sounds like a splendid idea. We may need your help after all. You see, I'm afraid Ariel's still infatuated with the human world. A busy rehearsal schedule might be just the thing she needs to stop thinking about life up on the surface.
And there's Eric again.
Swim along, just join in the song. A musical for everyone to have a lot of finny fun.
That's the voice I heard. I'm sure of it. Hello? Where are you hiding? I know you're the girl who saved me. Please, come out so I can thank you.
Ariel? That girl's acting strange again. Probably been flitting around on the surface. Oh, the Sea King's gonna have my claws for this.
Come on, we gotta keep rehearsing.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel like it.
No, Ariel!
I've got an idea, Sebastian.
You do?
I know how to cheer Ariel up. Come
Yeah,
on,
they're
follow
pretty
me.
short and usually pretty well spread out. Because each one requires you to, like, have a certain level of magic or have your drive gauge to a certain point to activate each one. I'll be visiting Atlantica as soon as possible whenever it opens up. Just to get it out of the way. That and completing the later segments usually gets you some pretty good rewards. Though you don't get a Keyblade from this world. Now then, on to the real next world. And yeah, the world BGM is actually real good. Onward!
Let's go!
Upside down. This guy again. Boy, I'm glad we never have to fight a Heartless that size normally. Alright. Having made our way through there, make our way to Port Royal. Now, unlike Kingdom Hearts 3, we don't get any special outfit here. Though I will give Kingdom Hearts 2 Port Royal an advantage over Kingdom Hearts 3's. The battle music. But we'll get into that in a little.
Something's
yeah.
up.
Organization 13?
Yes.
Only one way to find out. Okay.
Wisdom form, the form we got for completing Timeless River. It gains experience by defeating Heartless. And as such, it takes a lot less experience to level it up than Valor form does. Also, by gaining it, we can upgrade Valor to level 4. And I'll make sure to show it off as soon as possible. But our first batch of enemies here isn't actually Heartless.
Aztec treasury?
Aye, and thanks to the curse put on it, we are neither among the living
I got a friend
nor
request.
the dead.
Really? 'Cause you look like regular pirates to me.
Ah, but in the moonlight.
Now, I don't know who Barbossa's original actor or his actor in this game are, but I like their performances.
Whoa! Now I get what you were saying. Well, if you see two doofuses and a brat holding a keyblade, steer clear. They got a kind of magic that don't belong in this world, see? And nobody knows what it'll do to you, especially when the moon's showing what you really are.
A match for Barbossa, you say?
Hey!
See there? I knew it. Those are the punks I was telling you about.
Who are you calling punks? It's Sora, Donald, and Goofy to you, and don't you forget it.
That we won't, and we'll engrave it on your tombstone, to be sure.
Whoa, I like your style.
Men, half of you stay here and indulge these cullies. The rest, bring me that medallion.
Aye.
They actually have the movie themes as the battle theme.
Oh, we only get to
Why
stomp on
did
a
Kingdom
few
Hearts
of you?
3 remove that? Now then, the undead pirates are actually invincible when the moonlight is not showing them for what they are. So for now, just stay on the defensive. Real easy with the reflect spell.
It's no use. We can't beat them.
Aye, what do you expect? You best be saying your prayers.
Hey, watch out, they could see you. Stay away from their magic.
What for?
Weren't you listening to me before?
Hey, Pete, thanks for the tip.
Donald is actually pretty useful in this world. Only because of that. Striking the undead pirates with magic while they're showing what they really are can do some serious damage. At the very least, it can... For example, Blizzard freezes them, Thunder makes them move around all staggery-like, and Fire makes them run around in a blind panic. Reflect doesn't have any special effect on them, but it does do a hefty bit of damage. Yeah, and pirates plus town equals bad things for the townsfolk.
Where are you taking me? Let me go!
Unfortunately, Elizabeth here is... Well, actually, no, that's not really
Elizabeth!
unfortunate.
Stop!
It's just that we don't get to see her fight.
We'll deal with them. Go! Take cover!
I'll admit I haven't seen any of the Pirates movies. So my only real experience with this franchise is the ride, which doesn't get much representation here. But anyway, Wisdom Form.
Thunder!
Not only does it power up magic and have MP haste, but it has a long-range attack as a basic move. Those little bullets Sora shoots don't do quite as much damage as his physical strikes would. There's a lot of them. And it allows you to keep your distance. Crispin Freeman as well. What else has he done? Wisdom Form Sora is also a lot faster than regular Sora. His slippy, slidey movement allows him to run circles around most Heartless. And his quick run ability is very useful for closing the gap if he needs to. Especially after you gain its use in normal form. Now that I think about it, we have a few puzzle pieces to slot into place. Which means we just have one more piece of that one. If you have the top of the heart, then that part must be down here. And Frontier, if I'm correct, is the art from the instruction manual of the original Kingdom Hearts 2. Like on the cover of it. Oh, wow, he was Helios? At level 20, we get Leaf Bracer. Which I'm going to equip right now. Yeah, Helios only appeared in God of War 3. Well, I suppose he appeared in, what was it? Chains of Olympus, I think? Whatever the PSP one was with Persephone. Because the plot revolved around Atlas kidnapping him and Kratos going to rescue him. It was the one set before the first game. Wait, he was Sundowner? Great, now I want to hear Will Turner scream, "I'm fucking invincible!" That is hilarious. Sundowner was an awesome boss battle. Even if he doesn't quite compare to Armstrong.
We're too late. Huh? Those pirates kidnapped Miss Swan and took her to their ship. Now they've sailed, and I'll never be able to find her.
Then she's long gone. The Black Pearl is nigh uncatchable. Best find yourself another girl, mate.
Now, I know Jack has had two different voice actors along
What are you doing about the Interceptor?
Kingdom Hearts.
She's off limits to civilians.
Ah, fortunate that I'm going to commandeer her then.
But I
She'll make a
don't
fine
remember
pirate
who
ship.
they are.
A pirate?
I know it's not Johnny Depp, though.
Captain Jack Sparrow, if you please.
Take me with you. Help me hunt down the Black Pearl and save Miss Swan. I got you out of that jail cell, Sparrow. Do this, and your debt's repaid.
You'll have to win Fair Lady's heart alone, mate. I see no profit in it for me.
Come on, Captain.
Are you sure you can sail her? All on your own?
You've a point there.
Also, the Kingdom Hearts games completely skip over Dead Man's
Sparrow.
Chest.
Captain Sparrow.
I'm Sora. This is Donald and Goofy.
I'm Will Turner.
That will be short for William, I imagine. No doubt name for your father, eh?
Yes.
Well then, Mr. Turner, you get us ready to make way. I have some effects to liberate.
Aye, aye. But hurry!
Naturally.
Sora?
You really want to be a pirate?
Of course not.
Yes, he does.
What do you make of this Will?
I don't know. We just met him.
I think my luck's about to change.
I think they both do pretty decent jobs. But I kind of prefer Butler in 3. Anyway, talk to Will, and we're on our way. You don't have free sailing in this game like in 3, but that's
You
to
can
be
release
expected.
me. You have your trinket. I'm of no further value to you.
This is no trinket, Missy. This is cursed Aztec gold. One of 882 identical pieces they delivered in a stone chest to Cortez himself.
I hardly believe in ghost stories anymore, Captain Barbosa.
That's exactly what I thought. Buried on an island of dead, but cannot be found except for those who know where it is.
I have seen this scene, though.
There be the chest.
And
Inside
I'm
be
really
the
glad they
gold.
put it in Kingdom
And we
Hearts.
took them all. We spent them and traded them and fritted them away on drink and food and pleasurable company. The more we gave them away, the more we came to realize the drink would not satisfy, and food turned to ash in our mouths. We are cursed men, Miss Turner. Compelled by greed we were, but now we are consumed by it.
How very sad for you.
There is one way we can end our curse. All the scattered pieces of the Aztec gold must be gathered and restored to the stone chest. And the blood of every soul who touched a piece of the treasure must be repaid. Miss Turner, for 10 years we've searched every league of these waters, every town and village, preying on sailors and settlers alike. 881 pieces we found, but despaired of ever finding the last. All those years, you've been safe in your bed, reading your pirate stories, dreaming of adventures in the high seas. We've endured torments worse than death itself. But now, thanks to ye, we have the final piece at last. When this medallion is restored to the chest, we'll be free to roam the seas as men. No longer will we be ghosts.
And the blood that's to be repaid?
That's why there's no sense to be killing you. Yet.
Not quite the same impact as in the movie. Definitely not the same.
The moonlight shows us for what we really are.
But I'm glad they kept
We're
this line.
not among the living. And so we cannot die. But neither are we dead. I've suffered too long. You'd best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. For you see, tonight,
you're
in one.
That is one of my favorite lines in anything. And they recreated this moment, so... If you run out into the Interceptor's hold, there's a Moogle here. And he has new stuff for Donald and Goofy. I'm going to buy Goofy the chain gear for now. I will remember to get Donald the victory bell eventually. This is how you get around in this version. And to make sure it's not all boring and to make sure you have a good amount of fighting, you'll be stopped and attacked by Heartless and Undead Pirates on basically every time you pick a destination. And it introduces you to the hurdle of fighting the Undead Pirates in places where there are bits of shade for them to regain their invincibility in. However, this version also doesn't include Jack's crew members like Mr. Gibbs or... Well, actually, I don't know any of the names other than Mr. Gibbs.
Every last piece that went astray, we have returned, save for this. And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever.
Now, let's see. I want to save first. But when you come back here later, there will be an absent silhouette waiting for you. Now thankfully Heartless do not share the Undead Pirates' ability to become invincible, so not everything here will be a headache to fight.
Quick, they're after us!
Incoming.
We'll hold them off. Give us a sign when the ship's ready to sail.
Right. We'll light the signal fire.
Lighting a fire on a wooden ship doesn't seem like a good idea. Anyway, this is just a test of survival. And the more pirates you can kill, the better experience you'll get. Now the pirates actually know of the fact that they can become invincible by staying in the moonlight. So when they take... I say out of the moonlight, I mean. So when they take heavy damage, they'll try and get back into the shadows. Actually, they tend to do that whenever they take damage at all. Each pirate type has its own little reaction command that you can use to avoid damage and counterattack.
The signal!
And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever.
No, not yet. We wait for the opportune moment.
When it's of greatest profit to you?
May I ask you something? Have I ever given you reason not to trust me? Stay here, and try not to do anything stupid.
That's what I'd consider something stupid.
Begun by blood undone.
Wow, they actually got away with that. Didn't work.
You, maid, your father, was your father William Turner?
No.
I don't understand.
What's going on?
Who brought this wench to us?
She said her name was Turner. Come on.
Why isn't it working? You need more blood.
Get on with it.
Idiots.
Hurry.
You there! The medallion! After them, you ingrates!
Is that basically how they went down in the movie? Now, if you don't want to fight them, then you can... You can just hide down in the ship's hold, but I wouldn't advise doing so. After all, doing so means you don't get the experience. Ow. Now that right there is what I love about Reflect. It's not just a block. It's a counterattack, and a very powerful one at that. And depending on how long your combo is, you can cast it a bunch of times in a row. while magic counts as a combo finisher, it also is cast in its own... It also counts as just a part of the combo. So, for example, you can cast magic multiple times in a row.
You gave Barbossa my name instead of yours. Why choose my name?
I don't know.
Elizabeth, where did you get that?
It's yours. From that day we found you, drifting at sea.
After all this time, I thought I lost it. It was a gift from my father. He sent it to me.
I'm sorry.
Why did you take it?
Because I was afraid that you were a pirate. That would have been awful.
Of course. Don't you see? It wasn't your blood they needed. It was my father's blood. My blood. The blood of a pirate.
Would they have actually executed Will
How the
as
blazes
a
did you
kid
get off that island, Jack?
When
for
you
being a
sailed
pirate's
away
kid?
in my ship and marooned me on that godforsaken spit of land with naught but a pistol and a single shot, you forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
I won't be making that mistake again.
Then what say you to putting the past behind us, untying these ropes, and letting me negotiate the return of your medallion, eh? What say you to that?
True.
Seeing as how the Black Pearl's mine now, Jack, letting you go doesn't seem to fall within my interest.
Odd. I'm not actually concerned with your interest. Give me back the pearl!
Arr. All right, lock him in the brig.
We're coming up on the interceptor. What do we do, Captain?
What do you think, you idiot?
Do what pirates do best.
Will, look!
What now?
I wonder what Jack would do.
I'm not sure. I suppose he'd run for it.
Sounds good to me.
Wow!
Will!
Everyone hit the deck!
We're just gonna have to fight.
Now, if you take a big hit here, the medallion... Sora will drop the medallion and you'll have to get it back. Like, right there. You have a minute to kill the pirate that stole it. You won't gain any experience with the form by doing this. But Wisdom form still helps out here. With being able to hit the pirates as soon as they walk into the light. Wait, which one has the medallion? Oh, that one. Using cannon bomb. Ay. Nope, I was hitting the wrong one. I didn't know those pirates could get blown up by their own bombs. Come on, buddy, over here. Alright, Sora gets aerial spiral, Donald gets draw, and Goofy gets more
pirates.
HP.
Well, did you know?
Jack!
Now then, I'll be having back that medallion. Unless it's more important than their lives.
Barbossa! She goes free.
Go ahead, boy, shoot. We can't die.
You can't. But I can. My name is Will Turner. My father was Bootstrap Bill Turner. His blood runs in my veins.
Aye?
On my word, do as I say, or I'll pull this trigger and be lost at Davy Jones' locker.
That might
Name
be a
your
little more
terms,
convincing if
Mr.
you had yourself set to fall
Release
into
Elizabeth.
the water.
And Sora. And Donald. And Goofy too.
Anything else?
Leave. Now.
Agreed. Leave we shall. But the Heartless stay.
Oh dear.
No fair!
Sora, you're dealing with criminals. Alright, we get Jack back. But if you don't re-equip all of his stuff, he won't have it. That's a mistake I used to make a lot. Aerial Spiral is extremely useful. Let's see. What does my drive gauge look like? Okay, it's maxed.
Light!
The goal here is to get rid of all 5 barrels. And that's it. Goofy gets second chance. Sora gets another item slot.
All clear.
That's the second time I've had to watch that man sail away with my ship. But I'll be having her back soon enough.
Now, to get my drive gauge back into shape, I'm going to do the hop to world map trick. And that right there Well, I think you can guess whose absent silhouette that is. Level 21. Why don't we show it off? Just once. Because I am not gonna beat this. Oh hey, it's my least favorite organization member. Larxene is blindingly fast. And it doesn't help that she clones herself. A lot. Ow! Yeah. You basically cannot defeat her without second chance and once more. And I love the 13th Reflection too, but we're not gonna get to appreciate it until... Well, actually, I could probably take on Zex again. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait till I get second chance and or once more for Sora before going after any of the absent silhouettes. However, I should probably go back and at least show off Zexia's boss fight. Before we move on to the next world. Now, if pirates don't burst out of those boxes, you still want to try and get them open, because that creates more light, and that means more area to hit the pirates in. This way, ugly. Finishing the heart puzzle gets us a Serenity Crystal. I always see the return fire reaction command, but you can't activate it in the air, so I'm look pressing something else. Also, the big axe pirates have really silly walks. Now, despite Donald's usefulness throughout this world, Valor form is more useful against Barbossa than Wisdom form is. Since Barbossa's battle comes with a little problem. If Jack goes down at any point during the boss battle, you lose. It is the only boss battle that has the caveat of protecting your Disney partner. But then again, as long as you don't let Barbossa single Jack out, you should be pretty fine.
Now, let's be joined us again. The last of the Aztec treasure has been returned. And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever. This time for sure.
Ahoy! Treasure, mateys!
Not possible.
Not probable. We were land and we're pirates.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Sora!
Donald Duck!
Goofy, too!
So you want to play pirate? Best save the play acting for the nursery. After them!
No more play acting now.
Thank you, Sora.
Oh, where's Jack?
Jack! Get him!
Sora. Huh? Don't yell at someone while they're sword fighting.
Jack!
You're a fool, Jack Sparrow.
Surprise!
Jack.
Couldn't help myself.
Show yourself, Pete! The tide has changed!
See? I told you you'd be needing old Pete.
We get a unique Heartless. The Illuminator. And that is our first target.
Once again.
Let's see. There. Search out the Illuminator by the light of its eyes, destroy it, and go after Barbossa.
Back off!
Barbossa is invincible if he gets out of the moonlight, so force him out of it. This is why I recommend Valor. Ow. Come here, you.
You need of a pirate, eh?
Barbossa actually he has 2 reaction commands. I'm hoping I get to show off this. There. That's his second reaction command. Ow. Jesus. Goofy gets teamwork, Sora gets a drive gauge power up, and aerial finish. Sheesh, I need to.
This ain't over.
Right. Care to surrender, Barbossa?
think we have time for...
Well, enough of this,
definitely
then.
at least one, maybe two more worlds.
What say you we call it a draw?
Jack, how many times do I have to tell you?
Laugh while you can, Barbossa.
I feel cold.
See you next game, Barbossa. Or at least the next game this world appears in. I forget, did Barbossa come back in Dead Man's Chest, or did he have to wait for, what was it, On Stranger Tides? No, that's the fourth movie. Third movie was...
What now, Jack?
Whatever I want.
Sheesh, I can't
now that
remember.
the pearl is mine again.
That she is. Thank you, Jack.
Ah.
I didn't want you hitting me again, mate.
Hey, Jack. Good luck.
I remember to be good.
I'm off.
Will!
Good for them.
Uh-huh. Hey, Sora, how come your face is all red?
What? It is not red.
I know who you're thinking about.
And a way open.
You know, for a minute there, I was afraid we were gonna lose Donald to the curse of the treasure.
Yup, me too.
Wonder what that would look like. We get Follow the Wind. Useful for one of the mushrooms, but otherwise it's equal to the Kingdom Key. Not very useful. And now we have our next two worlds. Halloween Town, and everybody's favorite world, Agrabah. I'm gonna open both ways before we choose which one to go to. Now, Ancient Highway is probably the best gummy ship route in the game. Just the high pace stack, just how fast this level seems to be, the music. I feel like I'm on an F-Zero track. Actually, Sonic Riders would have come out around the time this game was released too. Huh. And I could definitely see a Sonic Riders track built like that. Anyway. With Ancient Highway cleared, we have a direct route to Agrabah. Battle level 22. And if we proceed through Broken Highway, we can make our way to Halloween Town. This level's pretty awesome too. And of course it can fly. There we go.
Good going, Sora!
And battle level 24. Shame Lan's not here, I'd love to see her reaction. But we have to come here twice anyway, so on to Agrabah. Which basically splits the plot of Return of Jafar in half and adds some extra stuff.
Agrabah, we made it.
Gosh, I wonder how Aladdin and Jasmine are doing.
Hey, maybe Riku's with them.
Yeah, I am the king.
Keep dreaming, you two.
Come on, Donald, you were thinking the same thing.
No, I wasn't.
Well, this is Agrabah's last appearance in the series
Uh-oh, it's
so far.
It's a
At least in the games I'm gonna play.
Wait, you got me all wrong!
Not in Birth by Sleep, it's not in Dream Drop Distance,
It's not the old me!
and
I
it's
turned over
not
a
in
new
3.
feather. I'm legit! No more scams! Promise!
That's your new scam.
You gotta believe me!
Sora, let's go.
I was stuck inside that lamp with Jafar, remember? But I finally escaped! Then some things happened and...
So, free as a bird, huh?
Have fun.
Gosh, fellers, he looks pretty sad.
The way Iago
I
was...
apologize to Aladdin and Jasmine. Could you guys maybe put in a good word for me?
Sure. We can do that, can't we?
I do like the Heartless designs here, though. Especially these guys. I just like the colors. Yeah, I know it's in Days. Days is basically just, hey, let's do the first game again. But with Roxas this time. And a different plot line. Anyway, this is going to be your main grind world for Wisdom. I know it's where I'm going to be doing my grinding after this stream.
Where are they all coming from?
Ah! 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 Hello! Woo! Woo! Ah!
Okay, that's kind of funny. Now that is Gilbert Gottfried as Iago, right? Now the peddler's shop is actually great for grinding up your drive forms. Because whenever you walk in here, it's basically as if you went back to the world map. Let's see. Darn, I can only make one of these things. Or I can make the elixir, which I'm gonna do. In fact, Agrabah right now is Heartless free, so... Just real quick, Sora, aerial finish. That right there is one of the best abilities in the game. Especially if you like to attack from the air like I do. You know, I never showed off Jack's limit. Well, I'll show it off on the return trip to Port Royal. For now, let's run around and get all the treasures and puzzle pieces around this place. Just before there are any Heartless to bug us. I've been waiting to see that windmill attack animation. Or at least that's the best way I can describe it.
Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine.
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Your Majesty.
I never had the chance to thank you for before. You helped Aladdin defeat that awful Jafar and save Agrabah.
All in a day's work. But, it looks like the Heartless are up to no good again. Is there any way we can help you out?
I think we're all right for now.
And you always got Aladdin.
He hasn't been himself lately.
Huh? Is it because of the hotness?
I'm not sure. Usually, he's the same cheerful
I
Aladdin.
love that the moment Donald
sometimes
thinks there might be
he just
trouble, he has his
seems
wand
sad.
out.
He leaves the palace and goes off by himself all the time. I've asked him about it, but he says nothing's wrong. He's gone again today. What if he doesn't come back this time?
Hey, maybe he's got a secret girlfriend. I know. I'll go find out who she is.
Iago! Quick,
Thankfully,
Sora!
he's wrong.
Catch him! And I'll warn the guards and everyone in the palace.
That's the thing. Iago's not... Nice move.
Maybe it's something you said. Gee, maybe we should go talk to Aladdin. He's gotta be somewhere in town, right?
Good idea. I wonder what he's been doing.
Stop thief! Hi, Sora. Come back here!
Well, that guy's certainly not Genie in this universe.
If you can't control that furball, put a leash on him. Look, I'm sorry. You should be ashamed of yourself, Abu. No hard feelings? Abu? Hey guys, sorry about earlier. I was kinda in a hurry.
What happened?
You know Abu, he couldn't keep his paws off that lamp. No talking your way out of this one.
We got Aladdin in the party. And in my opinion, he's probably one of the better Disney partners in this game. Still not quite on Simba's level. But Aladdin is all about speed and repeating strikes. Still not a good enough location to not enough Heartless. Donald. Couldn't keep your mouth shut. I wonder why they didn't just adapt Return of Jafar a little more outright, you know, Abid's Maul and having Jafar, you know, letting Jafar out of the lamp earlier. As well.
I'm back. Time for a little teamwork.
If you need drive orbs, that is the limit to do. It's also great at taking out these jerks. Now, unfortunately, large bandits in this game don't have the multiple fireball spit that they had in the first game that was easy to deflect. Apparently, they realized that move was a liability. Now, I actually wouldn't mind entering anti-form on screen, if only to show it off. And I have a feeling that it's going to happen in this world. Alright, that earns us the skill ring. That doesn't look good. I guess Pete thinks Jafar is still down there.
This is it!
No, he wouldn't be looking to buy that lamp. And thankfully, we don't have to fight the cave this time. Boy, would that be annoying.
This is it!
Can't even climb on his head like last time.
Back off!
A lot of treasure chests in here. This is where we're introduced to some elemental heartless. Little fireball guys, well, obviously they're vulnerable to fire. The ones floating around on the crystal balls are resistant to most magic types, though they can still be hurt by a reflect counterattack.
Back off!
I love it when that happens.
Let's go! Yeah!
Oh, that's not good. Sora gets Summon Boost, Donald gets Donald Blizzard, and everyone else gets HP. I'm thinking we might actually finish with Agrabah today. Alright, Chasm of Challenges. Right, the Frost Gem. And the Energy Gem. Defeat all the Heartless.
Give me strength! Yeah. Yeah. Back off. Take this.
Alright. This final drop has another puzzle piece. If you miss it, which I didn't, then you gotta come back for it. And that means either taking the Chasm of Challenges again, or coming back with basically every movement upgrade in the game. Come down here, you! There we go.
There.
Let's save.
There, that one should do it.
Oh boy, it's perfect. That guy's gonna love this.
Sure looks valuable. Great, now let's go get that lamp. We gotta keep Jafar bottled up, or he's gonna destroy Agrabah.
But he's not allowed to kill.
Hey,
Donald,
snap
you're
out
not
of it,
Daffy.
Donald.
Why does this always happen?
Because gameplay. Defeat 50 Heartless. Actually, most of them are pretty pathetic. It's these guys you need to watch out for. Can't use Aladdin's limit and I don't want to drive.
This is
Here we go. Sora gets a defense up and a reaction boost, and everybody gets an HP up.
Let's go.
Hello?
Stop your whining and hand it over.
Oh no, I'm trading it for treasure. This lamp is going to bring me riches.
Oh dear.
Oh, no, you don't know. Get back here, you little...
Well, that's not good. Alright. Reaction boost. Increase damage dealt by using reaction commands. That is really useful. Especially if you're good at timing them. Let's give Donald his Blizzard. Goofy.
This is it.
Right. Let's get over there. Ignoring the Heartless. It's boss time.
Thank you.
It's mine!
Lamphog?
Go away!
Gotcha!
No fair!
I win!
Yoink.
Huh? Whoa!
Nice one, Iago.
Way to go!
Don't drop it!
Look! Behind you!
Ooh.
Nice try, Bird Brain. Just wait till Jafar's free. He's gonna make one beauty of a Heartless.
You know, it's funny Pete talked about turning Jafar into a Heartless. You know what, I'm not gonna talk over Genie's.
Al! It's been eons! Al, you princely little muffin, you! Cosmic travel can get so lonely without a friend. To think I left you forlorn and genieless! Oh, the humanity!
Genie?
Hey, Al, have you been putting on weight? Oh, of course, what am I saying? You're living at the palace now! Aladdin! Jasmine!
I should also note that
just
Genie does
picture
not
it.
have an off switch
Wait,
in this
tell me,
cutscene.
am I being a pest? Just a big blue pest? Oh, who cares, Al? I'm just so glad to see you!
Genie!
Oops.
I'll teach you to make a fool out of me!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Time for Plan B. I'm finishing you mugs off right now!
Meet Volcano Lord and Blizzard Lord. Twin Heartless that are... Actually, that would make some sense. Oh! Anti-form! I always usually get it the first time around these two. But considering it makes quick work of them, I'm not complaining. Even if it means I probably won't be able to show off their reaction commands. Anti-form happens when you use your drive forms too much. Every time you use one, a counter goes up that you can't see. When that counter hits a certain point, you'll have a certain chance. It's a formula similar to how a Pokemon is captured. Or only a little bit more random. It's completely possible to turn into anti-form a lot, and other times you may not transform at all. But it drains all of your drive gauge and forces you to fight in that fast-moving Heartless form for a little while.
This is it. Let's go.
But when you use one of their reaction commands, you want to try and get them to slam into each other. Yeah, and there's also a 0 times multiplier against anybody that can control Heartless, like Pete. Because otherwise they'd be able to take control of Sora. The only time that Anti-Form is never taken into consideration is Final Form. Once you unlock Final Form, you never really need to worry about Anti-Form again. Unless you go into another Drive Form. You also cannot go anti during points where Sora does not have any partners, such as the Battle of 1,000 Heartless. And during certain other story events. Sora gets Finishing Leap, Goofy gets more armor, Donald gets HP, and I didn't see what Aladdin got, but I mean, it doesn't really matter what he got.
You mess with me for the last time. I'm gonna get you yet.
Sometimes Anti-Form is actually helpful, considering its only real downside is that, well, 1, you don't have your partners to distract the enemies, and 2, it cannot heal in any way, shape, or form. HP orbs, it obviously can't cast Cure, and if you somehow get it to, and you can't get it to stand on a save point, because if you'd enter a save room, then, well, you'd normally turn back. Maybe there is a way to get it to be on a save point, but if there is, I doubt it can heal from that either. That too. Actually, no, you can finish a boss in Anti-Form. I've done it before. I defeated Larxene with it. It does at least have finishers in midair. I have a video up on YouTube of me defeating Larxene with it. At least I think I finished her with it.
Oh, boo! Catch him! He must have secretly stolen it from the Cave of Wonders.
I guess some things are just hard to resist.
guess you got stuck. What?
Whoa. Who knew some random jewel would be what we needed to open the way forward?
Sora, what is it? I think it's time for us to go.
Will you be back?
We will. I promise.
When they eventually decide to adapt King of Thieves, or a Mosenrath episode, they'll be back. We get Genie as a summon. It's time for cutscenes. How the heck did Pluto end up there? fact, how does Pluto get anywhere? Or did he open that corridor? Somehow. Kyrie!
Maybe waiting isn't good enough.
My thoughts exactly. If you have a dream, don't wait. Act. One of life's little rules. Got it memorized?
Uh-oh.
Who are you?
Axel. I happen to be an acquaintance of Sora's. Why don't we go see him?
Sora?
We've got something in common, Kyrie. You and I both miss someone we care about. Hey, I feel like we're friends already.
You're not acting very friendly. Hey, what is this place?
Yeah.
Huh?
Kyrie, why did you stop?
You okay?
Hey, she made it to Twilight Town.
What? You and that dog came flying out of a hole in the wall. You nearly gave us heart attacks.
Alright. With Agrabah complete, Twilight Town opens back up.
Looky there! Twilight Town! Yep, I can see it. It's back again.
However, it's meant to be visited after we finish these next two worlds. So here's how our progress is going to work from now. I'm going to do Halloween Town, then we're going to proceed through Sunlight Storm and go to the Pride Lands, then visit Twilight Town, and then head to Hollow Bastion for the Battle of 1,000 Heartless. But I'm going to be heading out to dinner soon, so I think that's all the time we have for today. I'm going to grind up my drive forms to the max in between now and the next session. So, I think I'll be leaving you off for now. See you next time.